Everybody is aware of the effort and we are seeing that the president very collaborative. And we are going to also make a presentation by on the process and modalities of automated judiciary.
Zamfara platform. The Pay Zamfara platform is an automated system for internally generated revenue. And this system was introduced to Zamfara sometime last year, around November. We started using the system here. And I'm proud to say that since we started using the system, Zamfara have achieved a very high growth when it comes to internally generated revenue. Just last month, it came out in the news that Zamfara State is the leading IGR growth in all states in Nigeria. And I'm very, very proud of that. But today, I'm not here to speak about Pay Zamfara. We're here to speak about the future. We're here to talk about how we move from where we are to where we want to be. We've understood the growth when it comes to technology in Nigeria and as well as other parts of the world. Technology is part of our daily life. Talk more of official life, what we do, our basic, our files handling and all of that. So without technology, things are a bit slow and a bit hectic. So we thought that it's very important. It's not just our thought, it's also His Excellency's thought. He was the one that thought about it at first and was like, we need to automate the court system. And not just the court system, we're also automating other systems like the healthcare, the education and all. But he's more concerned about the court system as he has understood that is one of the most integral parts of his administration. And so the importance to have this discussion. The challenges that we've seen that the court is currently facing, I'm starting to be corrected, I'm not a court official, but this is what we've observed. One of the first issues we've observed is the manual process. Now, it's my belief that currently most of the processes happening in the court is completely manual. There's a lot of paper trail, and if you are asked to trace a particular case file of, let's say, 2009, it becomes hectic. It takes you about 30 to 40 minutes. I don't know how your filing system are here, but we've been in other states and we know how tedious that could be to trace files. So that's one of the problems that we've observed. The second problem that we observed is limited accessibility. Now, there are countless courts in Zamfara, different courts, and if I should want a file that belongs to a particular court, it becomes a process. It becomes a serious, tedious process that I have to do back and forth. We've had people complain about it and all, and we feel like technology could bridge that gap. The third issue, which is one of the issues the internally revenue system are more concerned, is revenue leakage. We feel like if we're able to automate the processes in the court, we'll cut down on revenue leakage significantly in Zamfara State. We all have seen what His Excellency has achieved with the growth he has seen, and I know all of us here, we're sure of what his capacity is, and we know what his dreams are for Zamfara State. And I feel like if we're able to help him by driving this revenue, then well, the sky is our limit. Then lastly, data fragmentation. One of the things we did when we came into Zamfara is to try to harmonize data. When we came to Zamfara, most data is fragmented. You come to this department and there is data here. You go to this other department, there's another different data and different set of filing. So it became an issue So Pay Zamfara is a centralized billing system, number one, and also it's a centralized data repository for the states. If any of you have been using Pay Zamfara, you will know that when you go and search for your invoice, and you impute your invoice number on the verified invoice, even after 6 months, after 1 year, you'll be able to verify if that invoice was paid to the state government account. So that's one of the things we do. And so we also think that that same thing could be applied in the court system. There is a lot of data fragmentation, and we're here to help you guys harmonize those data. One of our visions for this project is firstly to streamline case management. I do not know the current system you use for your case management, but what we want to do is to help you streamline and also automate case management. Secondly, we want to help the court enhance transparency within court officials and the general public. Thirdly, we help in facilitating financial automation. Currently, we are already doing that. We've received a lot of people coming to our office trying to generate invoices for their affidavits, and we've been helping them with that. And I will tell you today that you can go on Pay Zamfara and you check on High Court, and you see exactly how much we've collected so far for you guys. And if you want to request for your money, you can go ahead and request for it. So, so that's like one of the most important things we want to help you guys achieve. Basically, I don't know all, we do not know all, and that's why we are here today. We're here to listen from you guys, to hear the issues you're currently facing with the processes you currently have, and we'll find ways to come in to automate those processes and help you streamline all the stress you've been facing. So I will give the room to you guys to ask your questions and for me to respond to them. Thank you. Any question? You guys can ask any question that concern technology, not law.
My name is Bello Muhammad Nasser, Chief Magistrate Courts, Kaurara. My issue is on receipt that has been generated from Pay Zamfara after we make payment.
Okay.
I think there is a challenge there. The time that it takes before someone generates such a receipt. We've had cases where someone made a wrong transfer with his bank account, and he wants a court order to take to the bank so that the amount can be reversed. And he has a time limit within which to take the court order so that the other person will not withdraw the funds. And then he obtains the court order, goes to the bank, and the bank is asking for a receipt. And then for him to access such a receipt through Pay Zamfara, it will take him, when I had this experience, it was a month ago. I don't know if it is still this duration, but it took like, they only say it has to take 24 hours a day before you can generate such a receipt. So my own proposal is what I'm doing to make sure that despite the fact that this is a very noble cost, but it also inflicts hardship on litigants and people who want to access justice through this system. What are you doing to make sure that we get these receipts in the speediest possible manner? Thank you.
Okay. I would like to apologize for that experience, but if you've been using Pay Zamfara concurrently, you'll find out that it takes you less than a minute to generate invoice, pay for that invoice, and also get your receipt. So there are certain conditions and certain issues that might arise that might cause delay in your receipt. So one of those issues might be network issues, but it's not from us. Network issue is not from us. So if you have network issue within where you reside, then you could have that delay in transmission. But normally it takes less than a minute to generate invoice, pay, and get receipt.
My name is my question is the same with my issue of receipts. Most especially where you are in the outside jurisdictions, you have issue of receipts. Once you put in an academic order, one will take the issue to the bank, you are also request for receipts. But meanwhile, I use another community, I went to the Federal Revenue and collect the Indian the state account, which every academic or make, they will make a payment to that account. So I don't know whether that account is valid account or invalid account, but it is state revenue. The account was 2020 79 3845.
2020. Let me see.
2020.
Again.
2020.
Yes.
79 3845.
Yes, consolidated revenue account.
Revenue account.
Hey, consolidated revenue account.
Directly to go and put the money to that account. When they obtain the receipts, they will take it to the bank. But another issue that I want to confirm about it, where in court, at times courts a litigant, where the accused person or the defendant are in the prison. So the prison, they need receipts before the production warrant to release the inmates. So that issue actually will have a problem of getting the receipts. Because at times, times back, we have receipts, the registers. We have duplicated receipts. When the receipt is finished up, we take it to the donor office, we confirm, then we give the receipt and give another receipt. But now, there's no any such receipts. So there's many a time that give fine. So we don't know how to obtain the receipt and give it attached to the production warrant. So what can you say about obtaining the receipt and registry?
Thank you for that question. It's a very important question. For your first question, you asked concerning accounts that you were asked to transfer money to a particular account. The account you called out is the state consolidated account, and it's still valid for the state. But it is highly discouraged for you to use that account. Why? Because one of His Excellency's mandate was to harmonize all internally generated revenue. What this means is every revenue generated within the state of Zamfara must pass through Pay Zamfara. At the end of the day, it goes back to the state revenue account. It all goes back to the state revenue account, but it has to pass through Pay Zamfara. Why? Pay Zamfara acts as a watchdog. It sees, it confirms those transactions. In His Excellency's office, he has a dashboard that he sees all of those payments. Every single payment that comes through Pay Zamfara, he knows what is within the coffers of the state at every given point in time. So that's why it's important that you go through the route of Pay Zamfara. Then, on to your second question.
Now, before then, where should be the appropriate account to face since this is not valid?
So, when you go to Pay Zamfara, we'll give you a demo shortly. There's a demo video that will play. It's less than a minute. And you'll see how the invoices are generated up to the payment process. One of the things you find out that we have 5 payment gateway on PayZamfara. We have Remitter, we have eTransact, we have Intersich, and we have Paystack, and we have Credo also. And this payment method.
Today I'll be taking you.
Sorry, can you pause this for a second? This payment gateway, they create what we call virtual accounts that you can use to process your payments. So when you go to Paystack, they'll give you an account that you transfer. When you transfer, it will instantly generate a receipt for you. Now, at the end of the day, that money that you transfer to PayZamfara is not sitting on PayZamfara, it's going to the state consolidated account. Nothing is sitting on PayZamfara. We don't have your money with us.
So let's have this demo.
So let's look at the demo so that you understand further. Thank you, please.
Hello, everyone. Today I'll be taking you through generating an invoice on PayZamfara. Go to PayZamfara on your URL, and you'll be navigated to the PayZamfara homepage. On the PayZamfara homepage, navigate the generating invoice button and click on it. And if you report, you can
So what you're doing here is you're trying to impute your details.
After you fill your information, click on Continue to See Preview page and proceed to generate invoice. Now your invoice is generated, you can view your invoice, download, or print. I hope now you can generate an invoice with PayZamfara. Thank you.
All right, so I think this takes less than a minute. So this is how long it takes to generate an invoice on PayZamfara. So if you have any issues of you generating invoice, it means there is issue with your network and it's not with the system. Thank you. I hope this answers your question.
The second question you answered with regards to receipts. Earlier, like 2 months also, we have experienced at least some people used to pause and check that receipt. And before. So it comes to our attention in the office that some people usually fake the receipt or PayZamfara. But before then, we have experienced so kind of that issue before, long time, past 2 or 3 years. So we have one treasury receipt, which actually delayed actually within 24 hours, like someone said earlier. But later on, with a lot of complaints that were raised, we tried to improve the current treasury PayZamfara receipt, which I wish that we have the image of it. You will see how it is. There is QR code where anybody, anywhere can scan and observe actually indeed it's a genuine one. So currently there is no such issue or delay. A lot of people usually come to the office, generate the invoice for that affidavit or court order or court fine, immediately make the payment and go about whatever their need. So we don't have such issue now. That is what I want to clarify more. If there is any question we can answer it, then we can make it. So that is the beauty of technology. You see, PayZamfara is a portal, web-based portal collection. Anywhere anybody can make a payment. Assuming that someone was in Umara currently, and there is certain payment he must make at least, he can do it actually over there, and everything is going to work here. So if you are living in Maru maybe, or Gumi, anywhere in this state, even the country, even outside the country, anybody can log into payzamfara.com. It's a simple URL. Or you can go to our official website, actually, if you need information, irs.zm.gov.ng. You will see an e-payment button there, then you can click it, it will take you to PayZamfara. So all the payment can be made anywhere, pertaining you have your mobile phone, maybe tablet, laptop, desktop, and internet connection. That is what you need. And your ATM card, of course. That is where the money will be deducted. So I put that before we leave this option. we have a portal. That maybe when I went out, somebody will contact me, something particular,
So actually, okay, you can, please, you can go to verify receipt. Let's go to paythenfred.com. It's good, thank you for this. Let's just try to verify something. Do you have any invoice recently? Hey, Paythenfred, it's here. So you scroll down. So for anybody, any registrar, any maybe cashier, sorry if I mentioned it right, somebody come with that affidavit. He said that he went to the Central Revenue and make a payment. It's just for take you 1 second or 2 seconds to click that verify invoice. Click that. Let me see. Let me invoice quickly, please. We are going to verify one receipt instantly. Thank you for this assistance. Click that button. Click the green button here. So this is why someone has to impute the sequence of number, the invoice number. It will populate the information of such person. Let's see, Muhammad Garba, affidavit, 1,000 naira. You will see it there. And this cannot be tampered because actually it's coming directly from our server. So it's genuine. Do you have one? The invoice. Okay. Read the number. Type the numbers.
Another thing, where do you get the apps for the registrars that they may not have the application? How do you generate download the application, the source? Where?
Actually, look, the app, we don't have the app for that. It's web-based. That means when you have the URL,
now,
you can access
it. If I want
it.
to have it in my phone, if somebody is bringing an affidavit and I want to confirm.
So you go to a browser, Isa, Opera, or Mozilla, or Firefox, anyone. Type paythenfred.com.
Okay, paythenfred.com.
Paythenfred.com. So go directly, yeah. And with regard to also, maybe you may have, I may wish to just inform my lord that we are going to seek for assistance. Actually, we are going to recently have a plan to engage registrars to educate them more on this issue. Later on, maybe somewhere in the next coming week or somehow, whenever we have the time, we are going to engage you on that. So we have more interactive session there where everybody has to be acquainted with the system. So, as it is now, we imputed some sequence of numbers, and it will show that this invoice has been not paid for the startup. We are going through the one that's paid. So you can click that pay now, review and pay now. So it is like this. As a registrar, you are living in Gumi or Gumi. Somebody has already come with something that, or evidence that is paid. You can go through the paythenfred.com. You will see a button verify invoice, and then you will see that invoice, status invoice. When it's paid, it will change to receipt. It will change to receipt, and then we are going to.
I want to go through a payment process. Let's just quickly pay this particular invoice so that you see how long it takes for you to get your receipt. So when you look here, what we have here is about the 5 payment dates we talked about. So let's go with this start. And click on proceed.
You're going to pay it?
Yes. So on PayStack, there is different method that you could pay with. You could pay with your card, you could pay with transfer, you could pay with GSMD or OPay. So let's just transfer. So when you click on transfer, you see here that it generates an account number. This account number is a virtual account number, and it could only be used once for this particular payment. After
it's 30 seconds.
You cannot use it anymore. So let's
30 minutes. The account usually stands for 30 minutes. Then you have to regenerate another one. So if you are going to make payment instantly, it will be useful for you at the moment. So like you said, we have 5.
So I just make this I didn't click on anything. Once you make payment, it will confirm it automatically that payment has been made. So when you click on go here, this is your receipt.
So that,
your receipt.
Okay, the question that you answered.
So quickly print your receipt or download that particular receipt. So if you see, it takes us less than 30 seconds to make this payment, and that's how seamless it is once you have good network.
Go back, scroll down, let me just scan the QR code.
So one of the other things we have on the QR code. So once you scan the QR code, if this receipt is not legitimate for PayZamfara,
have you seen that?
tell me that this receipt is not legitimate.
If I have the QR code,
if it's legitimate,
I scanned it.
Pull up the details and tell me that it's a verified receipt.
So I will try to open it here from my phone. So assuming that we are going to engage the registrar later on, we are going to show you how you can have something like this. A similar one, right? You see it. It's similar. We scanned it. It shows that actually this is the receipt. So if there is no any patching of information, similar information, that is forged. It's fake.
So I hope your question is answered.
So if there is any questions, then we are going to have.
Good afternoon, my Lord and the rest of our guests. Good afternoon. Please, I would like you to explain this procedure for me again in simpler terms.
Okay. All right, ma'am. All right. Thank you very much. I think it's my fault. Okay, you want to do that? All right.
Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon. I just see, let me stand off because I was close to Chief Judge and she was saying she is lost. So that's why I want to make a kind of recap or everything there. I don't know if I can use Hausa for better understanding. Yes. Okay, so abinda partners na suka yi kokarin bayani shine in za ka biya kuɗi na haraji yanzu a magana in sauki da shi a wayarka ko a tablet ɗinka ko a computer ka ko a komi ne za ka ɗaya buɗe browser kai da kake browser sai ka rubuta payzamfara.com ba tare da saka fili ba payzamfara.com sai ka yi sace zai kuɗa ma wannan shayi inda za a ga hoton Dauda da sauran generate invoice, verify invoice, bill invoice da sauran wa'ina abubuwan da muke gani. In za ka gane yanzu za ka zaɓa generate invoice. Ka generate invoice zai baka dama sai ka sa suna wanda za a biya ma basu. Wanda za a biya ma information ne number waya ta email address da sauransu. Da kuma kuɗi da za a biya mishi. Daga nan za ka tura sai ma generate lambobi guda goma.
You can pay someone now.
Da sashi na farko ya ma generate ɗinsu za a yi nuna maka yawa ka shafe nan zai nuna ma generate invoice. Please come back with it. Go back with it. Okay, zai nuna ma wani shafe bayan ka sa payzamfara.com ga can sama. So it will show you this page where you will see generate invoice, verify invoice, pay now, verify TCC, and self-assessment. The most important thing here is the first three: generate invoice, verify invoice, and generate, verify, and pay now. At the first stage, you will generate invoice there. By clicking generate invoice, you are going to be having this these items where you will write the local government you are paying, where you will write the type of tax you are paying, like that's affidavit. You can see you select affidavit or court order or what have you. By selecting it, then it will show you that you are paying for High Court of Justice. Then you put the amount you are paying. That it is 1,000, 2,000, or whatever it is. Whatever the amount it is. Then from there, then you select continue. By clicking continue, it will allow you to write your name. First name, second name of the person you are paying for, his phone number and his email address. Then after you put all this information, then his address, and then you will see a space where it will say generate invoice. It will say continue, it will say continue. By going to continue, that's when you are generating the invoice. Then it will scroll down and you see invoice generated. Then you can click on open the invoice. Now this is invoice by receipt. Invoice name. Now we have those 10 digits at the top. They are most important. Those 10 digits, that's 10 Amana. Please go ahead. Can we see them? Where the digit would have over. Suka ɗaya suke da amfani. Ko an kawo ma receipt su za ka danna ka iya gane cewa wannan receipt an biya shi. From the side you are seeing invoice, that means this has not been paid. This is just an invoice. For the making payment, this is going to change to invoice. You have option of printing, and you also have option to continue and make the payment. So if you want to make the payment on that, you are going to see proceed. Can you see here? Then we click on proceed. By clicking on proceed, one of these, the bank branch, you can put it in the bank and make a payment. Another one that I use in Wenka, and I use e-transact, InterSwitch, Paystack, or Remitter. And let's choose like Paystack now. Let's go to Paystack, sir. Now, in case of Paystack, you might not have your idea. Can I have one in the ATM card and send a money ATM card and show condition card and sound as a how can I know when you can transfer? You can transfer other than you can give in the category that cash as a man. You can transfer that without transfer as a common. You can transfer it's a category create an account number, the bank. Who want to put us with who want to run a different account number, until you will ask an account number. So that will be account number in the tobacco, the bank is tobacco, and this is only for that particular payment. That the popular payment actually. You can use the same account number to take a loan. Payment will not take over. So the card to transfer the one account number, you can make the transfer. The way that transfer, that will be account number. As soon as they transfer, the balance that is scrolling. You know, I'm going to try it is successful. So I know my wife is trying to make transfer now. So by the time you're making transfer, the way she put it on, transfer. By the time put out here, they say transfer. And the time they put this sugar, it will scroll and it makes the invoice very clear. So by the time they add the actual payment is successful, all you need to do is step out of home and things and for.com. You can see the integrated payment and scroll it from there to make it successful to a payment in the so the payment is successful. So we see now it's successful. By the time you include that, there is a chance to make an invoice that are received down again. Can you see just some of that receipts down again? If by a account she could editing, you actually invoice yes and receipt. Okay, you want to verify. So all you need to do is to get those numbers 25, 92, 53, 44, 39, and then you move to verify invoice. Please just go to verify invoice. So you still go back to praiseandfarah.com. That's how I got to know the idea. Say also verify invoice. So you can go to verify invoice, you can go and then move without moving that data. So by the time I click and verify, in India, this invoice has been paid. In India, this is not been paid, therefore you have to send it to your home. So who are you going to send to? Who are signing? Who are donating to send? If you remember that India, that's what you was Shigaba and editing India right now. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So, is there any other question? Okay, all right. So.
Yes, fantastic.
Thank you.
Okay, my question is, you effectively collected. How do you determine the collection NDA? And how much percent you give as commission for collection of that tax to the NDA?
This question is not for the consultant, it's for the Honorable Director who is with us.
Thank you very much. The first part of the question is how do we determine whether an NDA paid or remittance is generated revenue? We simply go back to the platform and click verification side and then see all the MDAs and click the particular MDA we are concerned with. And if it pays, then the MDA usually will write, will put it in writing to the board seeking for their commission. And based on the last council resolution, it was decided that an MDA must of them receive 2% of their collection.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
2%.
So, do you have any other question?
No, that's all.
Yes.
In the absence of any, because we are running out of time, I think we will give them an applause. Thank them for coming. And I like, by now, I think each and every one of us can be able to generate receipts from paying Zamfara. Thank you for coming. We thank you once again. And with the kind permission of my Lord, the Honorable, the Chief Judge of the State, I will take this opportunity to formally discharge our guests and wish them safe journey back to their destination. Oh, and sorry. Let me call my Lord Speaker and ask to go now to the next session. My Lord CG.
If you film it, YouTube.
Good afternoon, my colleagues, participants, and presenters. What has just been presented to us now is very, very important to the administration of justice. We have been hearing from this court automation, and I believe the government is serious about it now. I've seen how the council chambers have been implemented, and I hope very soon we'll have our courts automated. It will make our work faster and more efficient and more effective. Just take an example of e-filing. E-filing, you can find your documents wherever you are. You don't have to come to the court to meet the registrar or the person who is in charge of filing these processes. So even to the lawyers is less, it will make their work much cheaper. Because they don't have to come, they don't have to travel now to come to Zamfara headquarters, headquarters to find their documents. They are e-affidavit. In fact, somebody, there was a consultant who contacted me and wanted us to have this e-affidavit system. So I tried my best, but unfortunately due to lack of funds, because he said we have to give you certain percentage of money and we have to buy so many things before you can embark on the process. So that was why I couldn't do it, because we do not have the funds. But now that the government is serious about it, I believe maybe in the next 2-3 months we'll have our courtrooms automated. So thank you very much for the presentation. And I think we need to have a training workshop for our registrars, our magistrates, and even the high court judges on this. Because honestly, not all of us, I know there are some that are experts on this, but somebody like myself, I think I can only transfer money. I can only transfer. I have a colleague, one of the high court, one of the chief judges in the state, so we were making contributions, and we asked her to send her own contributions. He said, my Lord, I can help you transfer money. I said, okay, my Lord, please, call one of the grandchildren to teach you how to do this. And she was so happy. She said she called the grandchild and she was telling her how to do it. But she said at one time she wanted to transfer 7,000 naira, but she ended up transferring 70,000 naira. So, please, I think we need to have this training workshop for high court judges, magistrates, and registrars who are in charge of collecting revenue. So thank you very much for your presentation. Look forward to seeing you once more.
Thank you, ma'am.
We said we will have only 2%. It's all right. Thank you very much.
That is all.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming. I have now the permission of my Lord to say bye to our guests, so we can pass the next session.
Can we quickly take a picture before we go? Yes.
Yes. Thank you. Please, kind of applause for our guests.